The finance world has been making some massive moves recently. We're stepping into what experts are now calling the emerging arbitrage economy, and tons of young adults in their 20s are seizing this chance, making as much as doctors each month, all with zero prior work experience. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how this works. Stick around until the end, and you'll understand the path these young people are taking. But before we get started, I want to be clear. These are real results from real people. Everyone has a different approach to life, so you could see either better or worse outcomes. Now that we've set that straight, let's dive into the content. I'm going to show you the simple, four-step business model that young people across the globe are using to make doctor-level money, and I'll lay it all out for you in the next few minutes. There are three main reasons why this business model works so well. First, it's beginner-friendly. Second, it's part of a rapidly growing industry, which means demand is skyrocketing while there aren't enough people to fulfill it. And third, it takes advantage of the new arbitrage economy. Let me start by explaining what makes a business model easy for beginners, and I'll do that by showing you how most people approach starting an online business, and why this leads to over 90% of them failing. Seriously, if you're looking to start a profitable online business, you don't want to fall into these traps. They're deadly. Most people try to dive into making money through dropshipping, Amazon FBA, affiliate marketing, or selling info products, but they never take the time to evaluate the business model on a fundamental level, so they fail to see that these are not beginner-friendly models. Now, all of these are legit ways to make money, and you can do very well with them. However, some of these models might let you earn millions a month, but they're incredibly hard for a newcomer to succeed in, while others can help you hit six figures and are more realistically attainable for beginners. There are 6 key metrics to consider when evaluating these models: unit profit, startup capital, profit margins, demand, fulfillment, and business type. Unit profit refers to how much money you make per sale. Startup capital is the amount of money you need to invest to get the business running. Profit margin is how much you keep from what you make. Demand is how many people in the market are actively looking for your product or service. Fulfillment is the process of delivering what the customer bought. And business type refers to whether you get paid once or on a recurring basis. Now, let's use these metrics to break down some of the most common online business models. Affiliate marketing is where you promote other people's products and earn a commission on each sale. Unit profit typically ranges from $50 to $250. That means to make $10,000 a month, you'd need to sell anywhere between 40 and 200 units. And if you've ever tried selling anything before, you know that moving 40 to 200 units in a month takes serious marketing skills and upfront investment. Next, we look at startup capital. To get started with something like this, you need between $1,000 and $5,000 in ad spend, and that could disappear quickly if you don't know exactly what you're doing. And don't forget, those $10,000 you earned from selling 200 units? You didn't think that was all profit, did you? Because to generate each sale, you'll need to invest in ads, which can take up 60% to 90% of your final revenue. So, in the end, you might only walk away with $1,000 to $4,000 of profit on a good day. Demand varies by product, but while some products are high demand, they usually come with heavy competition. Fulfillment is the one upside to affiliate marketing, in my opinion, because once the sale is made, you don't have to do anything else. The product owner handles fulfillment. And finally, the business type is usually one-time, meaning you only get paid once per sale. Now, let's take a look at Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA involves selling physical products on Amazon and letting them handle shipping. Unit profit for FBA ranges from $20 to $300. But as with affiliate marketing, you'll need to make between 33 and 500 sales a month, which is quite the challenge. Startup capital is also high. You'd need to invest between $1,000 and $5,000 in inventory that you might not even sell, so you risk being stuck with unsold stock. Trust me, I've been there. I had this problem when I tried selling decorative frames. Profit margins can be even tighter than with affiliate marketing because of the cost of goods. Demand is where Amazon FBA has an advantage because Amazon drives traffic for you. But even so, you're still stuck managing inventory, which is a lot of work. And again, you only get paid once per sale. Let's move on to dropshipping. Dropshipping is selling physical products without holding inventory. Instead, the product is shipped directly from your supplier to the customer. Dropshipping is a mix of the two previous models. You don't have to invest in stock, but you do need to spend a lot on ads to make sales. Plus, there's the guesswork of finding a winning product. It's like throwing darts in the dark. When I was in dropshipping, I didn't strike gold until my 7th product, and my margins were slim because of the heavy social media ad spend. Now let's talk about info products. These are things like ebooks, audiobooks, and online courses. With info products, it's similar to affiliate marketing because you have control over the price and the product, meaning you could sell high-ticket items if you want. However, with control comes the responsibility of delivering real value. Since it's intangible, it can be tough to build a digital product that truly impacts people. Plus, creating the product and setting up a website takes time, and there's no guarantee it'll sell. As a beginner, you should spend most of your time learning how to sell, rather than getting lost in these details, and launching info products can require significant upfront investment. So now that you've seen why it's so hard for beginners to succeed if they don't pick the right business model, you're probably wondering, is there an ideal model for beginners? Does it even exist? Well, yes, there is. And I'm about to show you what that looks like. Let's go back to those 6 metrics. Here's what a beginner-friendly business model should include. First, when it comes to unit profit, it should only take a few sales to get you to $10,000 a month. So it's a realistic and attainable goal. That means it should sell for at least $1,500. As for startup capital, ideally, it should be as close to zero as possible because, as a beginner, you don't want to risk a lot of money up front. For profit margins, we want something with little to no cost so that you keep nearly everything as profit. For demand, we want something that's in high demand so it's not too hard to make a sale. Fulfillment should be simple and not time-consuming. And finally, the business type should offer recurring payments, meaning each sale builds on the last so you're earning more each month. Now, with all these criteria in mind, I can confidently say that there's one business model that fits. A service-based business where clients pay between $1,500 and $10,000 a month, not as a one-time fee, but as a recurring monthly payment. The startup costs are almost nothing. All you need is a business email, and you're ready to roll. The profit margins are extremely high, upwards of 97%, and even at worst, they're around 60%. Sounds too good to be true. Hold on. To understand this business model, you need to grasp the major shift happening right now. Many businesses have seen their primary revenue streams dry up, and they've been forced to move online to survive. And that shift is still happening. Tons of local businesses, probably even in your neighborhood, are desperate for someone to help them sell online. And the best part is they're willing to pay big bucks for it. Think about those huge stores, car dealerships, or gyms. They're sitting on hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in inventory and need someone to help them move it. So for them, paying $10,000 a month for help is nothing. And it's not just the big stores. It's also your local hair salon or real estate agent. They know they need to start selling online, or they'll be out of business in a couple of years. If you haven't guessed it yet, the business model is selling ROI-based marketing services to local businesses. This exact business model allowed someone I know to quit their full-time job, avoid the daily commute, and reach $6,000 a month in profit within 6 months, all from home. Michael also used this business model to earn 6 figures in 5 months by selling ROI-based marketing services to local businesses after years of failure with other ventures like affiliate marketing, Shopify, eBay, and more. Now I'm going to explain what ROI-based marketing services are in a moment. Just know that this could be one of the biggest opportunities of the decade. But first, you're probably wondering, okay, but I don't know how to help businesses sell online. That's where the new arbitrage economy comes in. You see, the businesses thriving right now aren't necessarily the ones with the best solution, but the ones connecting customers with the solution. Think about it. Expedia doesn't own hotel rooms or airplanes. They just connect hotels and airlines with people looking to travel. Uber connects drivers to riders without owning cars. Airbnb doesn't own any properties. Even TikTok, one of the biggest platforms, doesn't produce content. The creators do that for them. All of these businesses are playing the same game of connecting supply and demand, making solid margins in the process. we're going to do something similar with what I call contractor arbitrage. We find contractors to do top-notch, affordable work, and that's how Jordan is making $7,500 a week and aiming for $50,000 a month soon. What we do is sell ROI-based marketing services to local businesses or small e-commerce brands, hire someone else to fulfill the service, and pocket between $1,500 and $10,000 a month per client. That's why this opportunity works for anyone, no experience or skills required. This is the perfect business model for beginners because there's no inventory, no shipping, no need for tons of sales to make a good income, and someone else handles the fulfillment. So let me show you how to start earning with your own ROI marketing agency using our 4-step plug-and-play system, which I call 4 Steps to a $10,000 a month agency in 90 days. Step 1. Setup. Step 2. Niche selection. Step 3. Arbitrage. Step 4. Outreach. When you follow these steps properly, you should land 3 to 4 new clients a month. At $2,000 per month each, that's $6,000 to $8,000 in new monthly recurring income. That's $72,000 to $96,000 per year. And remember, every new client builds on the last. To make this kind of money in a regular job, you'd need tons of qualifications and years of experience, not to mention grueling hours. But with an agency, 6 figures a year is the norm. So let's break down the first step. Setup. Here's where you pick your agency name. Don't overthink it. I started my agency 5.5 years ago. At first, for 2 years, we were a creative agency producing social media content. But for the last 3.5 years, we've been exclusively an ad agency. My name doesn't even make sense for what we do anymore, but I have no problem making 7 figures annually. So, just pick a name and move forward. Next, buy a domain and set up a business email. That's pretty much your only initial cost. You want a business domain because when you're reaching out to clients, you want to look professional. No Gmail or Hotmail here. In fact, you don't even need a website at first. Step 1 done. Step 2 is picking a niche and service. This is crucial because if you get it right, landing clients will be 10 times easier. First question, is your client making at least $10,000 a month? This is key because businesses that make less than $10,000 a month can't realistically afford your fee. Bad niches include piano teachers, tennis coaches, and small restaurants. They don't make enough money, so the math doesn't work in your favor. Good niches include real estate agents, solar companies, successful brick-and-mortar stores moving online, e-commerce brands, law firms, pool installers, and more. These are businesses with high revenue and a high average order value, which makes it easier to get them a return on your service. For example, an in-ground pool installation costs around $35,000. So if you charge $5,000 a month and get them 1 or 2 new clients, they're getting a 7 to 14 times return on investment. Next, you need to ask, do you understand how this niche works? When you stick to a niche, you can create systems that streamline your agency. Every time you sign a client, it's just a matter of following your process. Experiment with niches at first, but once you find one that works, stick with it. The next part is the service. The key to picking a service is choosing an ROI-based one. An ROI-based service is one where you can clearly track the return on investment you generate for the client. It's results-oriented. Examples include Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads, email marketing, content creation, copywriting, SEO, Instagram growth, web development, and marketing automation. Now, let me explain how to get your service delivered using Step 3 of the system. Step 3. Arbitrage. Have you ever noticed how big agencies work? They pay employees $15 an hour and charge clients $50 an hour or more, pocketing the difference. They figure out how many hours a project will take, pay the employee, and add a 100% to 300% markup. That's their entire model. What we're going to do is even smarter. Instead of hiring an expensive marketing graduate with no experience, we'll hire an experienced contractor on a service-by-service basis. This means we have no risk, because we only pay the contractor after we get paid. You'll never have to pay out of pocket. This is what I call contractor arbitrage. And it's exactly what Uber and Airbnb do. Uber only pays the driver after they've made money. We do the same. You get paid by the client at the start of the month, pay the contractor at the end, and never face cash flow issues. Here's the craziest part. It's cheaper to hire an experienced contractor from places like South Africa, New Zealand, Colombia, Brazil, Pakistan, and the Philippines than to hire a marketing graduate with no experience from the US. You can easily maintain margins of 60% or more, keeping your agency highly profitable. And you're making a real difference in the contractors' lives, as they'd be earning much less if they were working in their home countries. To find contractors, I suggest using Facebook groups. Look for groups related to your service, like Facebook Ad Experts or SEO Ninjas. These groups are filled with potential contractors. A little secret: the best groups are closed communities for paid programs or software that teach the service you offer. You can post job listings in these groups by contacting the admins. That's how you use contractor arbitrage to get the service delivered without lifting a finger. It's truly a plug-and-play model that's beginner-friendly. Now you can see why anyone can do this. Even people like Binay from Nepal, who signed his first clients within weeks of starting. It's incredible to see how this model is helping people make 5 figures a month from the comfort of their homes, even in developing countries. Now on to the final step, outreach. This is where you reach out to potential clients. Remember, since you're outsourcing the work, your time should be spent on prospecting. That's the secret to success. Spend the bulk of your time here. I have clients who work just 2 hours a day, while others put in 8 hours to grow their agency. Outreach methods include cold calling, cold emailing, video audits, LinkedIn, and Instagram prospecting. Pick the one that suits your personality. Book a call, present your offer, and close the deal. Don't be afraid to charge what you're worth. It's about the value you provide, not how long it takes or costs you to deliver. Most small businesses already have fixed costs of $30,000 to $100,000 a month. For them, $1,500 or $3,000 in marketing fees isn't much. Owners want to spend on marketing because they see it as an investment. With the right niche and service, you can easily charge $1,500 to $10,000 a month, just like Jeff, who closed a real estate agent for $25,000 through a cold call and another $25,000 via a LinkedIn video message. I know this all sounds exciting, but a word caution. If you try to do this on your own, you'll likely spend a few months figuring it out. That could be because you picked the wrong niche, didn't know what to look for when hiring contractors, or made mistakes in your outreach that killed your response rate. But if you can work through these problems, the rewards are huge. There's unprecedented demand for online marketing services, and not enough people to meet it. If you've ever wanted to get ahead of something big, now's your chance. This is the best time to take advantage of the new arbitrage economy with the most beginner-friendly business model, an online ROI marketing agency. Subscribe to the channel because I'll soon be releasing a step-by-step video on how I started this agency and how to run this business online. If you watched all the way through, hit that like button and see you next time.